Audio's included. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Sense of Humor podcast, where we talk anything pop culture or anything that interests us. We're your hosts, Travis or Phantom Voyager, and me, Tyler or Multimite. Just good to be back. I know we've kind of done back to back already, so
Yeah,
episode 69, baby,
yeah, you got the
69.
lucky number.
I got the good number, so it's only been a day since we've, done a podcast episode, so small talk might be a little bit shorter than yesterday's. We also had Noirag on with us, so that was pretty awesome. Got a little surprise guest, and then obviously we're just gonna talk some more pop culture and whatnot. So, how you been, Travis? I guess I should say, how was your day today? Because
Yeah.
it's kind of only been a day.
It was pretty good. I had a tire repair car take a grand total of 5 hours in a shop today. So
Wait, wait, your car was in the shop?
not my personal car, but like a car that I was working on. It came in for just a tire repair, but ended up taking 5 hours to get done.
Oh my gosh, why did that happen?
Okay, so it started off with tire repair. Cool. Okay. I patched it. Noticed the
Mm-hmm.
TPMS light was on in the car, so I took the sensor reader to read all the sensors, and they were all dead. So I'm like,
No
okay, so
way.
that's four sensors down on top of the plug. Okay, cool. So I fixed the tire, put it back on the car, told them, hey, their sensors are dead, and then they sell the sensors, and I'm like, well, actually, no, it took them. That's what took the longest time. It took them like 2 hours just to get back to the customer because customer wasn't answering the phone. So
Oh,
that
okay.
car became bay locked for 2 hours, and then they finally come back and they're like, "Oh yeah, so they're getting four sensors." I go, "Okay, cool," and they're like, "Also an oil change." And I'm like, "All right, got it." So I did that, and then once I broke down one of the tires, I noticed there's a screw in it, and I'm like, "Great, I can't fix this tire. It's in a non-fixable spot. What
Good
more can
for
go
him.
wrong?" And so they were like, "Yeah, we're just gonna sell one tire. We're gonna send someone over to grab it. We'll be right back." I'm like, "Okay, cool." Another, 30 minutes later go by. They're like, "Oh yeah, it's not. He's not getting one tire. He's getting four tires now." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, are you kidding me?" So I had to do four more tires on the car and finally get it out.
I can't relate completely to that experience, but I have had experiences like that where it's like, oh, it's just a simple rotation, like no rebalance. Okay, so straight roto, that's fine. And then they're like, no, actually, it is a roto bow. Like, okay, take them all
Right.
back off and throw them on the balancers. And then as we're finishing, about to bolt on, he comes out with a completely different ticket. It's a forenoon. I'm like, oh, where's the ticket for the roto bow? He's
Yeah.
like, this is the ticket for the roto bow. I'm like, are you shitting
Oh.
me? Sell me four new without telling me, so now I have to go pull inventory, then pull the car in, and then me and the guys have to hop on it and everything. Like, it's so annoying. And for people who don't understand blue collar or I guess car garage work in general, yeah, like I definitely don't do a lot of things along the lines of what Travis has done. He's gone to school for that sort of stuff, so he does more than I do. I really just do tires, wheels, sensors, and stuff like that. So like anything that related. But yeah, no, I definitely feel that pain for sure. Cause like, yeah, a patch for us, like the most it usually should take is 11 minutes, like
Yeah.
to patch a tire. And then, you know, when you add on all that, yeah, I can see how that took 4 hours. So was it stuck in your bay, like just all day, or
Yeah.
was it? That's ridiculous.
Yeah. It was in my bay all day, so I had to share my bay with my buddy, so we kept like swapping out cars. Luckily, we weren't like super busy, but we were busy enough to keep us busy, but not like overloaded. So like him and I would just swap out cars every now and then they up front picked up on what him and I were doing. So like when I'm working on a car, they'll give him one, and then whenever I'm done, he pulls his in, and we're just alternating. So it made it really easy, but it really sucked because it came down. It was like the last, close to the last 5 hours of work. Like it was, oh, it happened like that car, the Subaru. I finished at the end of the day,
Jeez.
so it was
Yeah,
not
no,
pleasant.
yeah, that's just annoying. Like, I don't understand. Like, even our salesmen, like, we're like 5 minutes to close, and they'll still write shit up that takes like 10 to 15 minutes. They're like, oh, you can do it real quick. It's like, I don't want to stay 10, 20 minutes after close because, like, we still have to clean up the shop. So, like, sometimes that takes a little longer, just in case we have, like, corporate visiting or whatever. Like, it's all
Yeah.
this BS that, like, they're like, oh, it's all right. Like, because they want their numbers up.
Mhm.
Like their numbers reflect their work and whatever. So like, anytime corporate comes in, they're sucking their wiener just trying to
Make
get
it
them to
better.
like them or get a freaking promotion or some bullshit.
It was
So,
funny because like when I pulled the Subaru out of the shop, like when I turned it on, I had my window obviously down because I'm inside. But like they, my buddy was standing next to me and I turned it on, the belt started squeaking and there's some stuff rattling under the hood and he's like, "Hey, it sounds like they need a new belt. It sounds like they need, blah blah blah, like spark plug this, that, and the third." And I'm like, "Dude, I don't care anymore. I'm pulling this car out." And he's like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "I don't care. This is another day problem." And he
yeah,
goes, he
that's
goes, "But you're not gonna note it down?" I was like, "I will write it down when I hand the paperwork up front. I'm not doing this."
Dude, I hate when they do that too cuz like sometimes they'll pull a car into one of our bays and they'll like not have paperwork or anything. They'll just like say, "Oh, it's an appointment." So like it's this and this and it's like, "Okay, are you going to give me some notes or a paper like a receipt or whatever just in case they modify it or, you
Yeah.
know, or like you wrote up the wrong size or whatever cuz that happens a lot of the
Oh
times too.
yeah.
They'll write up the wrong size of tire or wheel or they'll write up the wrong sensor. Like they just like they're good people. Their work ethic just sucks. Like I don't know. I try not to get too frustrated when I'm there. Like I do pretty easily though. Like a lot of my coworkers could definitely attest to that. Is like I just get so mad at the salesman more than anything
Oh yeah.
because like we're ill prepared. So then it just turns into a whole thing and it's ridiculous. But yeah, I can definitely understand that. Any new pop culture news or anything else to add on to your day that happened or
Um, just reorganized my box. Not really, other than that. Just talked about what we talked about yesterday regarding Marvel with my buddy today. Um, I showed him the clip that I sent to you of um in X-Men '97. It shows a scene of Cyclops with the laser vision, and he being picked up by one of the Doom bots, and he cuts the head off. And then that's literally exactly, almost the exact same scene that we saw in the trailer. And him and I were talking about that for a good bit.
yeah, no, I thought that was really cool cuz I really really want to see them fight the oh, what are they called?
They're not Sentinels, are they?
Sentinels, that's right.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so like cuz that's what I think it is. I think the big robot is definitely a sentinel or maybe like a repurposed doombot or like
hmm
something to make it appear as the X-Men's enemy. A lot of people are saying like Doom will try and convince the X-Men like, "Hey, the Avengers sent these after you. You should go after the Avengers and make sure they never hurt mutant kind ever again." It's like I mean, again, I understand that plot point, but I really and people can probably try and convince me on this, but I don't like the idea of a bad guy turning good guys against good guys. Like, I don't hate that plot, but for this movie in particular, I really want to see the X-Men and the Avengers team up more than anything. Like, again, I don't hate them fighting each other. I don't hate a versus, but like, could you imagine like Anthony Mackie's Captain America side by side with Cyclops, and they're like Anthony Mackie's like Avengers assemble, and then like uh Jason or John Marston's Cyclops, to me my X-Men. Like, that would be just so
That would be cool.
freaking cool. And that would be the I don't think it would quite be the portal scene from Endgame. I feel like it would be more like the Wakandan battle where like they're all lined up ready to charge.
Yeah.
And then in Secret Wars we'll get something more like the Endgame battle. But who knows? Like, maybe both movies will have something like that, because that's a lot of other people's like worry and speculation is like nothing, little to nothing can top Endgame, and I would argue otherwise. Me personally, I'd be like, if they had the X-Men, the Avengers, Moon Knight, the Defenders, all three Spider-Man, if they had all that in Secret Wars, I'm sold. Like, it's the next best thing. Like, it can be messy as they want, and I kind of did say, like, about, like, you know, stuff with nostalgia and everything. That will sell me. Like, I don't need nostalgia forever, but, like, to end it on nostalgia, I think that's perfect.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Because it could be another passing of the torch film,
Mm-hmm.
but instead of it being character to character, it's more like actor to actor. So, like, we'll still have Steve Rogers, we'll still have Tony Stark, Thor, Black Widow, Hawkeye. Maybe we'll have Hank Pym as Ant-Man instead of Scott this time, and same with Janet Van Dyne as the Wasp instead of their Hope.
Yep.
I mean, again, I don't, or actually I do kind of hate the Ant-Man movies, but that's just me.
Yeah, they were all right. Like I love the comedy of it, but like at the same time, I'm like, ah.
I do love the powers. When I was in high school and that movie first came out, I really liked that idea. So I even drew my own like Spider-Man Ant-Man hybrid, called him Mr. Arachnid. But I might redraw that at some point because yeah, no, that sounds like a lot of fun. But yeah, I mean, all I really got pop culture wise is for Fortnite and regular show fans, they're adding Mordecai and Rigby to Fortnite. Rigby will be a sidekick, whereas Mordecai will be the skin. And then there's rumored to be a second skin, which we don't know who it is. I thought it would be the Redbird, Margaret, because she's kind of like Mordecai's female counterpart. And then maybe Eileen, who's like the beaver. She's like the female counterpart to Rigby. So she would also be a sidekick. I don't know. I thought that would be kind of cool. Kind of a cool idea. They never ended up together in the show, but I still think it would be interesting to see.
I think it would be cool.
Yeah, I know. I showed Gabe and my brother, who me and him watched that show together. Like, he was like, "Oh shoot, I might have to hop on." So there you go. I was able to convince him to hop back on. As soon as that
sweet.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Oh yeah, I forgot to check the shop too. Reset like an hour and a half ago.
Oh, I didn't check. I should have checked it before I hopped on.
Yeah. Well, we'll check it after this podcast, and who knows? Maybe we'll stream right after too.
Maybe.
Maybe. Only maybe though. But yeah. So welcome back. So I had a hard time thinking of a topic, but um I think this one's a little different than what we've done in the past. But I thought of things that we like that may, like, to us seem unpopular, if that makes sense. So, like, we think it's not as liked by everyone else around us, but you or me as a person like it a lot. Something like that. So, like, almost like a hot take, but, like, specifically, or maybe it could be like a hot take, like, where, like, we think something's overrated or we think something's underrated.
Like movies
So
or just things in general?
anything, yeah, movies, games, TV shows, maybe music or Legos, action figures,
Okay.
whatever comes to the pop culture mind, really. I mean, admittedly, I kind of brainstormed this while I was at work because I was struggling with coming up with like a new topic because I was like, well, we talked about Marvel, and I don't mind doing a recap of that because let's be honest, that's probably our
Yeah.
favorite thing to talk about
Yeah.
on this podcast is Marvel, especially with all the Marvel hype. I'm literally rewatching all the Marvel movies right now, and I'm on Age of Ultron currently. So,
Mm. You're going
yeah,
through.
yes, sir. Admittedly, I'm even watching ones that I didn't like. Like I don't like, and here we go. Here's a good way to start. One of my hot takes is, or I guess disagreements with the popular opinion. I don't like the Hulk movie, and I don't like the Thor movies. Like I like Iron Man and Captain America, and I'm upset we didn't get a better Black Widow movie and a better Hawkeye movie because I think those two
Mm-hmm.
characters are way more interesting than they made Thor and Hulk. If they did more with the Norse mythology with Thor, I probably would have been more
Oh
interested.
yeah, 100%. I was expecting them to.
Yeah, but because they made him a huge goofball, he was just that whole quad trilogy was just so uninteresting and stupid to me. Like it, and I've said this before too. Like it upsets me that my parents think that Thor's supposed to be the funny guy and Spider Man is not. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, no, I don't
Movies.
see it that way. Yeah.
I will say that is the only reason why I'm somewhat excited for the reboot. I mean, admittedly, I think the only reason they're doing this is to compete with um, DC's recent reboot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they still want to be the top superhero franchise. But admittedly, I'm more excited. Oh, what was the movies that were dropping? I saw a poll of it earlier, but like one of them was a Marvel project, and people were voting, and I voted for Green Lanterns over like a couple of Marvel projects. Like it
Mm.
doesn't surpass Spider-Man: Brand New Day um or Avengers: Doomsday for me, but like right below that is probably the Green Lanterns TV show. Like that one I'm really excited for. Um But yeah, that's kind of an example. Like I don't really like them, and I think again like I would probably enjoy Thor a lot more. Same with Hulk, I guess. Like, but
Older
because
Hulk, for me
yeah,
personally, I don't
yep,
like this
Savage
new.
Hulk.
Yeah, I don't like him. It's just so stupid.
I prefer Mark Ruffalo as a Bruce Banner compared to the guy who played Bruce
Oh,
Banner in the
2008.
Incredible Hulk. Yeah,
Yeah,
what was his name?
I don't remember his name, but
Edward Norton, I think.
I know his face very well. But yeah.
Yeah. I do prefer his Hulk design though. It
Oh
seems
yeah.
way more monstrous. Like I mean, okay, I will say Avengers 1 and 2 or
Two.
Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
Like that Hulk was just fine. Like especially when Wanda or the Scarlet Witch got into his head and he was like full rage monster. I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah,
Like that
that's the
was
Hulk we
cool.
need. Yeah.
But I also do want to see like Hulk fight other Gamma like villains and stuff. And then I wanted him to talk too. Like that was the only thing I disliked about um the MCU's version of Hulk is he didn't talk till Thor Ragnarok, and he was
Hmm.
such a dumbass the whole time. Like he was again like just the comedic relief of the film. Well, even Thor was a comedic. Like all of them were like Hulk, Thor, Loki, and Valkyrie. They were all just jokes to
Yeah.
like the whole film, and I blame the director. I can't remember his name. He's the guy who voices Korg though. Like he's the director. And man,
Uh,
dude, you ruined Thor. I hope they never give you a Thor movie again after Thor Love and Thunder. Like, no offense. Like, go make some comedy movies, because Thor ain't it, bud.
I also
Like, I liked
I really don't like what they did with who's the name of the Rock guy? I think you just said it.
Korg.
Yeah, I don't like
Well, I mean, it's
what they
Korg.
did with him in the last one.
I don't even
They
remember.
made his whole species like I have nothing against gay people. I don't. Okay, I don't want to be that person. I'm not. I have nothing against it.
Oh, that's
It's
right.
just
Yeah,
like yeah,
yeah.
they
I don't
made his.
really. I don't.
Dude, it's not something we needed to know or needed to like see. Like it was just unneeded. Like oh yeah, his whole
I.
species are all male and they're all gay, and I'm just
I don't really mind that, to be honest.
like what?
That didn't bother me as much as the rest of the film.
I'm like what?
Like,
Oh.
like, cause Korg is the comedy relief and everything, and I thought he was a fun character, and I even
Yeah,
wanted him and the Thing to meet, but like, it's Thor, and even freaking Zeus, like they're just all jokes. Korg,
yeah.
I'm
Zeus
fine
was
with
a
him being
jerk.
yeah, I don't mind Korg being, the way he is. Like I really don't. Like I don't mind him being gay. I don't mind his whole species being gay. I don't really mind that. What I do mind is them just messing up Thor and even Jane. Like they completely
Yeah, they
destroyed
ruined Jane.
Jane's version of Thor, the mighty
Yeah,
Thor. She's supposed to be a complete badass, and instead they
killed her.
like killed her off the end. And I get it. Maybe the actress Natalie Portman um
Mm.
didn't want to be Jean anymore. But yeah, like
I'm also
yeah,
wondering like where they're gonna go with Hercules because they didn't bring like I don't recall like I don't think they're gonna make another one.
they are. I think they're gonna make a fifth. Like according to one of my friends, he says they're making a fifth Thor, either in between Doomsday and Secret Wars or right after. So that could mean Thor's still
Mm.
alive, which would make sense because he wants revenge. Well, actually, I guess Zeus didn't die, huh?
Yeah,
Like
he
he,
Zeus didn't die. He came back and he like called his son Hercules to like take down Thor.
yeah. I mean, in the comics, I'm pretty sure the heroes work with Hercules a lot like they work with Thor, but they definitely do butt heads from I think some of the panels I've seen. So like I imagine they'll eventually become allies. Like maybe like they'll fight like probably stereotypical like hero and or villain become best friends, or I guess protagonist
Hmm.
and antagonist become friends at the end. It'll probably be something along the lines of like Thor is like being beaten the crap out of by Hercules, and then Hercules is about to die, but then Thor saves him. So like Hercules feels like he owes a blood debt, and then Zeus sees this and is pissed off at Hercules, so he'll probably try and kill Hercules, but again,
Yeah,
Thor will step in and yada 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 yada. But again, like
I feel like you
yeah,
just read the whole script of that movie.
I wouldn't be surprised, and I swear if they give that same director like you can voice Korg, but stop directing and writing the movies. Like
Yeah,
just stop. Like admittedly, I didn't mind Ragnarok at the beginning, but now I can't stand the thought of an unserious Thor ever. Like I don't, and I know a lot of people like it, but I don't like short hair Thor. I guess that's another
Mm-mm.
hot take for me. I liked him with his long, like in Thor: The Dark World and Age of Ultron. That's the hair he should have, like nice long golden hair, and then a helmet.
Yep.
But I understand Chris Hemsworth. I read up why they didn't keep the helmet. It was because it was uncomfortable to film the fight scenes and stuff in. Which, sure, like I feel like they could just use CGI. I know it would probably look
Yeah.
weird,
But
but
they've done weirder things before with CGI, so
yeah, I mean, okay, like I don't know how many people feel about his suit in Thor: Love and Thunder, but that helmet was atrocious, bro. Like
yeah.
holy crap. Like it was a mask more than a helmet. It was a cowl.
Yeah. I was just like, really?
Yeah, come on. Like what happened to classic like black torso with sometimes sleeveless, but I don't mind the chainmail silver sleeves.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then the
red cape.
golden belt, yeah, red cape and then the silver helmet. Like what's wrong with that design? Like I know people are very afraid of like doing comic accurate stuff. But look at Tom's new suit or even the Fantastic Four. The Fantastic Four are literally wearing sweaters and it
Yeah.
works. Like it looks so good. Like I love how retro they feel. Like it's so good. So, yeah, I don't know. I think I don't know.
I had another one, but I forgot what it was. Hold on, give me a second. My mind will rethink about it here.
Yeah, no,
Um.
go ahead. Like
Oh, sure.
I'm fine with Marvel hot takes to be honest.
Okay. Um. Man, my brain farts. Oh yeah, Venom. Yeah, that's right. I I really am so upset how the Venom series didn't go as good as it could have been because I know there's so much more they could have done with Venom. I also really don't like how stupid they made Carnage be, and like Carnage is so OP and so cruel and evil and dark and twisted, and I'm just like, y'all could have done so much with that movie to make it so much better. Like there was a scene in a comic where Spider-Man is chasing Carnage through a hospital, and Carnage takes a baby, chucks it out of a window, and Spider-Man's like, well, it's either him or the baby. So obviously he goes after the baby, but like they don't show that twisted mindset of Carnage in that movie. They just show a psychopath who's missing his lover, wants to get his lover, and Venom's trying to stop him, and I was like, come on.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. I think that was where they lost me with Venom cuz I liked the first movie, like I
Oh
gave it the
yeah.
benefit of the doubt, especially it not being connected to Spider-Man, like that was my main gripe, but the fact that they portrayed Venom visually correctly, like
Hmm.
full on like big monstrous Venom again instead of that like scrawny ass like ugly Spider-Man wannabe looking Venom from Tobey Maguire's movie.
That was pathetic.
And the fact that they didn't give him a monstrous voice either. They just gave him some screeches and then it was just the voice or the actor's voice, like as
Yeah.
Venom's voice. It was
And
just
like
so bad.
the only time we really saw like Venom is like whenever he did the whole split mask thing and it showed like his teeth and I'm like, that's it. Like, come on.
Yeah, yeah.
But like they had so much potential and they even showed like Tom Holland, Peter Parker at the end of a Venom movie or whatever I think it was, or
Yeah, yeah,
Spider-Man.
it was the end of
Brand
Let
New
There Be
Day.
Carnage.
Yeah, like they showed him licking the screen, and like I'm like, okay, cool, we're gonna see him. No, and I'm
Well,
like,
and
come on, seriously?
for people who don't know about um what happened in at the end of Let There Be Carnage, he was explaining it to Eddie how his mind is connected to multiverse Venoms too. So like in every universe,
Mm.
Venom's mind is connected. So the reason why he probably was like that guy is because he's like, "Oh wait, another version of me was killed by another version of him, so we should go after him." But then they didn't, and I was like, that could have finished the Sinister Six, because if a lot of
Oh
people
yeah.
didn't realize it was only five of them at the end of the day. I get like probably writing conflicts and Sony being afraid to let their property fall completely under Marvel's. I get that. But to do absolutely excuse me, nothing with Venom at the end of the day, like what are you doing? like you like I think the only thing they did was set up Tom Holland's version of the symbiote. And even then, I don't know if he's going to get it through Tom Hardy's, because supposedly they um decanonized it or whatever, like they retconned it
Mhm.
by showing that it was at their bar, not Tom Holland's like world's bar or whatever.
Oh
But
yeah, yeah.
I'm pretty sure that piece is still in Tom Holland's universe, though. I think just
It's gotta
another
be.
piece was left behind at Tom Hardy's like universe. I don't know. I don't know what directors and writers have confirmed or not. And I understand if they do want to retcon it, because honestly, I'm waiting for Secret Wars. That is when Tom will get the black suit. But my only worry is everyone has this weird image of like Spider-Man being the way he is in Tobey's films, like Tobey's third film when he has the black suit, like a total jackass. Like, yes, Spider-Man kind of turns into a jerk,
Mhm.
but it's more like the Spider-Man 2 game where he's like slowly being corrupted. Like he still has the desire to be a hero and everything, but like in Spider-Man 3, like nearly killing Harry, like attempting to kill Harry, um, just over like Mary Jane making a mistake and whatever.
Yeah.
That was that wasn't Spider-Man. Even with the black suit, that wasn't Spider-Man.
No.
Cause like in every iteration that I've seen, when Spider-Man has the black suit, anytime he almost crosses that line, he knows to like take a step back. Like he backpedals and he's like, "Oh, wait a minute. I'm doing a wrong thing. I need to stop." Um and obviously it gets to a point where he's like, "I need to rip this off because it's not
Mm.
me anymore. It's
Yeah.
the suit." So, and I love that. Like I love the symbiote arc more than anything. When it comes to a lot of Spider-Man's arcs, like I think the symbiote, like even the suit, like I'm wearing a symbiote, like a Venom hoodie right now. Like it's one of my favorite stories to be told. And honestly, yeah, like I think I can totally agree with your take with the Venom trilogy though. Like they could have done better. I feel like they completely rushed the third one. The third one was so bad. Like I get like people probably seeing all the different symbiotes and everything was really cool and everything, but they all died. Like they get killed by those monstrous things or whatever that Null sent, and then they're
Yeah.
completely like unbeatable until Venom sacrifices himself. So I don't know. I'm wondering if Tom will ever face Null, or if that's where they're gonna leave it. Like they're just gonna completely stop. But what I would love to see is in Tom's, I guess, almost rebooted universe, because I imagine they'll do a soft reboot with Tom, so like Tom will still be Spider-Man of the next Marvel universe. But I kind of want Eddie Brock to, or sorry, Tom Hardy to be his Eddie Brock in the new MCU, because I
Oh
feel like they
yeah.
could totally do that. Like I feel like, I mean, obviously Sony would have to agree to let them use that character and everything, but I really feel like once Secret Wars happens, and what my theory is all the universes will merge into one, and we'll have one MCU world. So like one Thor, one Iron Man, one Captain America, one Spider-Man, etc. Like basically what Kang was attempting to do before, that whole thing happened. But on that scale, like Doom, or my guess and my theory is Franklin will do, is the only way to save the universe is to almost mix everyone into one universe. That's just my theory,
I
because
have
they could
another
totally,
theory on that.
yeah, and I would like to hear it, but I think the other one I had was maybe all the universes are saved, but the main one is mixed up somehow. I don't know.
Yeah.
But what's your theory?
Remember when the TVA sent Deadpool and Wolverine into, I forgot what that dimension's called. What dimension is that? That's
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's like the one where like people go to die
yeah,
basically.
it's like the graveyard or whatever. Like
Mm,
I think that it was the whole 20th Century Fox logo was just like in the ground, right?
mhm.
So, what if, Doom opens up that and that's where all the X-Men can come from is from, or not all, but at least some of them, because Gambit's in there already, we know that. So, like, what if
I thought he went back
where did
with
he go back?
I'm pretty sure he went back with Deadpool and Wolverine. Like they're all in Deadpool and Wolverine's new universe now.
Mm.
Cuz I don't think Wolverine went back to his old universe either. I think he stayed
Yeah.
with Deadpool in that universe, and then that version of Wolverine is looking over X-23 again. Like he's playing the part of a father again, which I imagine will maybe be a future trailer. I wouldn't be surprised because
Oh
with the
no.
whole theme going around, like, and I wouldn't be surprised if like one of the next ones was showing like, hey, Wolverine's tucking in X-23 or something. Or they're having a father-daughter argument like they had in Logan,
Yeah.
which I wouldn't mind either, because
Yeah.
like I think their dynamic's a lot of fun. But yeah, no, I can see your theory though. Like I think maybe they'll bring a lot of the variants that aren't supposed to exist in to help, or maybe
Ooh.
they'll bring them in to, I don't know, like maybe Doom will go there to use them, like to fight like the
So like trick
canon,
him.
quote unquote. Yeah. Kind of like what a lot of people's theory is what he's going to do to the X-Men. He's going to trick them into believing the Avengers are bad. Again,
Hmm.
no concrete evidence that that's what that is. My only fear is that the X-Men will end up being just a cameo, and that whole scene of like Charles and Magneto and then Cyclops, my only fear is that Doom goes there, wipes them all out, and then that's it. And then we just travel straight back into the main MCU line. But there is rumors that Nightcrawler has a fight scene with Mr. Fantastic, supposedly, because I
Ooh.
guess the actor of Nightcrawler leaked something on like
Oh boy,
Jimmy
come on,
Fallon's
man.
show or something.
You newbie.
Yeah. Like I guess the actor of Nightcrawler said, "Oh, I accidentally hurt Pedro Pascal on set." And I was like,
Huh?
that kind of sounds like a fight scene between Pedro or between Mr. Fantastic and Nightcrawler. Admittedly, I want to see Nightcrawler win because I love Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler is my favorite X-Men. So, and we haven't seen. Actually,
Mm.
okay, no, I was gonna say we haven't seen him since X2, but we haven't seen that actor since X2. I was really disappointed to find out he wasn't in X3 when I was younger. But
You know, I would love to see Angel.
Angel would be cool.
Angel's my
I don't
favorite
want.
X-Men. Or he's
I
one of
was gonna
them.
say I don't want to see him as Archangel for a while though, because I
Yeah.
feel like they always default to that. Like they have Angel for a little bit, and then immediately he becomes Archangel, and I hate that. Because yeah, Angel's a really cool character. Because yeah, he was only seen in the third X-Men movie, if I'm not
Yep. He
mistaken.
he was cutting off his wings.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then like when they're about to give him the cure, he's like, "Dad, I don't want to do this anymore." And then he flies out the window and then goes to see the X-Men.
Yep.
And then the only thing he does in the final battle is save his dad from the other mutants, like the evil mutants. And I'm like, "Come on, man." Like cuz like even like characters like him and Storm are supposed to have chemistry
Yeah.
or like
Her,
just
Black
like him.
Panther.
Yeah, I was gonna say Black Panther and Storm have hooked up before.
You get.
Wolverine
They
and
also get
Storm have hooked up
married.
before. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I mean. Like they get together, because in the Avengers animated movie that I told you about a while ago, the next Avengers with all the kids of the Avengers,
Mm.
um, the son of Black Panther, it reveals that he marries uh, Storm, I'm pretty sure, because he has his father's Black Panther powers, but then he also has electricity or lightning powers too.
Uh.
So it's pretty cool. Like he's a really cool character. All of them are really sweet. I love Captain America and Black Widow's son the most because he's like he's kind of the opposite of his dad. He's very, I don't want to say rebellious, but he's not Boy Scout, but he's also just like such a fun character and
Like a
play on like,
troublemaker.
yeah, kind
Yeah.
of.
Okay.
But yeah, no, he's a pretty sweet character, and his shield's really sweet. It's like I don't think they've done it in live action yet, or maybe they have, but it's a holographic shield instead of like a physical one. And anytime he throws it, it like just comes back to his gauntlet, like as if it's like physical digital,
Oh, that's cool.
basically. Yeah, no, it's a pretty sweet like design or whatever. And his suit's pretty dope too. It's like a mix between it's actually almost looks a lot like Bucky's suit now that I think about it, like Bucky's old comic book suit.
Oh, with the black and the one arm gauntlet piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or he doesn't have a gauntlet, but
Yeah, like the
it's
brace.
like it's like black and then it has kind of like a red outline of a star on the suit.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, it's a pretty sweet. And for people who may or may not be listening and you guys are interested in getting back into Marvel, definitely go check out the next Avengers animation. I think it's on Disney Plus. I don't know where else you could find it, but just look it up. Like, I think people will enjoy it. It's a really sweet little animation I grew up with. So, hot
Makes
takes, hot takes, hot takes. I guess we'll just kind of make this the Marvel hot takes because, yeah. I mean, I've kind of given my hot takes in terms of like Spider-Man a lot, but I'll kind of remind people I do not understand the hype of Andrew Garfield as
Hey.
Peter Parker and Spider-Man. I don't. I really don't. That's my hot take. I don't understand it. He plays a good Spider-Man, but that's what disappoints me is he doesn't play a good Peter Parker. And I've seen people say that he plays a good Peter Parker, and I'm like, he doesn't. He's the cool kid. He's the kid who literally rides on a freaking skateboard.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know. That's not Peter Parker to me. Admittedly, like him standing up to Flash, I think that did happen a couple of times in the comics. But like it doesn't exactly work out like that in the comics. And then Flash never really becomes his best friend or anything. Like personally, I think the first one's all right, like in terms of storytelling.
Yeah.
The suit is terrible though. Do not like his suit in that movie. And then the Amazing Spider-Man 2, awesome suit, awesome fight scenes, but terrible story. Like terrible, and like the thing with the parents too, like come on. Like don't work that in unless you're going to have Shield be a part of it because for a lot of people who don't know, Peter Parker's parents are agents of Shield, like in the comics. So, but in this one, they were just like trying to sabotage Oscorp for some reason. I don't know. I didn't like that whole thing with the Amazing Spider-Man 2. And again, that's my hot take. Like, I don't understand the hype for Andrew Garfield. I guess a lot of people could say the same to me about like Tom Holland. I will admit his films aren't the greatest. I still think Tobey Maguire holds number 1 with Spider-Man 2, but in terms of like actors, Tom's still my number 1 out of the 3. But again, that's my hot take. Because I'm pretty sure everyone else would disagree with me that I know. Like, I have a friend at work, like the one I've told you about. His favorite of the 3 is Andrew Garfield, but he does agree with me that Tom is the next chapter. Like, he's the one to take up the mantle, and he's the potential, basically. Whereas a lot of people gave up on him in his first film, I guess. So, but
You know, I want to see where they go with well, we're supposed to do hot takes, but Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm sad that they ended that series. I really liked it a lot. It's one of my favorite Marvel movies was Guardians of the Galaxy, and they ended it. I mean, I can understand that Chris Pratt doesn't want to be Star Lord anymore, but
oh, did he say that?
well, I mean that's what people were saying. I think I might have read it somewhere. I don't know if it's true or not, but
It really is hard to see, like, unless you see like an actual video. Like, for me too, like I'll say things like the rumors of X-Men versus Avengers. Like,
hmm
obviously that's been a rumor forever, but there's no evidence. Like, I just say it because it's one of the most popular theories. So I'm not saying you're wrong, because you could totally be right.
but like
But
they kind of ended it. Like I don't know if we're gonna see them again. You know, like it seems like it's done. Like they're just gonna go off fight their own little galaxy battles, but they might get sucked into the whole doomsday thing. Um, I also see a lot of weird things like people will post like teams. Like you got the Team Loki, you got Team X-Men, Doom's team,
oh,
Avengers, and stuff like that.
I did hear about that. That
Yeah,
sounds interesting. Because
and
I would like that,
it
like,
goes.
honestly.
So like it says for Doom's team, you got obviously Doom, some guy who looks like Dracula. I don't know his name. You got Wanda and Doctor Strange is in there, and then um
Hmm.
you got what's that dude from uh that doesn't make sense. What's the name of that guy with the brain? And shoot, was it in Falcon with
Oh, the
Brainiac or
leader.
whatever? Yeah.
Brainiac's DC, but yeah,
Yeah,
the
not Brainiac.
leader. He's
Yeah.
the Gamma
Yeah, the one
themed
with his
villain
brain
that has the
exposed and
smart
stuff.
brain.
Yeah.
Dude, I hate how they designed him.
He looks so ugly.
Yeah, they were supposed to have a comic book accurate. Like, I get a really long green head would look goofy, but at
But
least
that's
it
what it
wouldn't
is.
look hideous.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least it wouldn't look hideous like freaking. Oh my gosh, I don't know who came up with that design, but that was gosh awful.
But like I don't understand why Doom or not Doom, Doctor Strange would be on there. Like Doctor Strange isn't a bad guy
Yeah,
though. Unless if he became one when he got the third eye. Does he go
maybe
through like a
it's.
dark phase in his comic or
I don't know actually. I don't know a whole lot about Doctor Strange because honestly, like, he's interesting
because
to
he's not the
me.
guardian of time anymore.
Yeah, he's not the Sorcerer Supreme anymore, but
Yeah.
like, I think that's Wong's title still technically, but yeah, no, I don't think. Hmm.
I'm curious
Yeah,
on
I
that.
don't know. I know there's the evil variant from What If and from Multiverse of Madness, the one he meets. So maybe there is maybe it's an evil version of Doctor Strange from Doom's universe. Like
Maybe.
maybe there was an evil or Doctor Strange in like cuz if people are correct, maybe Victor Von Doom, or rather, yeah, Robert Downey Jr.'s version of Victor Von Doom is actually in a part of the Fantastic Four universe because
Oh
a lot of people are
shoot.
saying he's from a different universe. But then I thought about the one scene where Invisible Woman's talking to the World Council, and the only empty seat was Latveria. So I was like, okay, so Latveria exists in their universe, and Doctor Doom somehow knows about Franklin. And how would he know about Franklin? Well, because he saw it on live TV of Galactus kidnapping the kid.
Yep.
So that's the only thing I could think of is like that's how. So I think Robert Downey Jr.'s Victor Von Doom is Pedro Pascal's Mister Fantastic's version of Doctor Doom. That I should have simplified that, but yeah, he's a part of the Fantastic Four First Steps universe or world. So
So I looked it up because I was really curious on it, and it says he actually does become evil.
he does.
He does. It says in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, getting the third eye marks Doctor Strange as corrupted by the Darkhold, linking him to the
Mm.
evil variants like Sinister Strange.
I wouldn't mind seeing an evil Doctor Strange. Honestly, that would be kind of a cool
Cause
fight.
if you think about it, like Strange can like obviously he did it in Endgame whenever he like could see the future and see like the one chance that he could win. Maybe he did the same thing with Doom, and he's like, "This is how you win. This is your one opportunity to win. Like you have one chance," and he's like helping him build up to it, allowing him to go to different time zone timelines, different universes with the ring or the circle.
Mm.
Like Doom could be allowing him to go through all these dimensions or whatever with just his ring. Like this could work out so easily for Doom.
Yeah, no, I could definitely see that honestly, because that would make them both powerful, and that would explain maybe how. Because for people who don't know about Doctor Strange, or sorry, Doctor Doom, he's an alchemist, and what alchemist or alchemy is, it's a mixture of both science and magic. So maybe he learned his magic through evil Doctor Strange in his universe, which would be really cool
Ooh,
because
yeah.
that would connect. Or is it Arcane or is it Alchemist? Or it might be Arcane, but anyway, it's the ability of both magic and science, which is his green beam that he uses. It's like a good mix of both. So he is honestly a mix of Iron Man and Doctor Strange in a way. And he's just so freaking powerful because of it. Like, I mean, for crying out loud, for people who've seen it, like, there's literally a run where Doctor Doom rips Thanos' spine out of his body. And a lot of people are
Jesus.
saying they want that to be the opening scene
Oh my gosh.
for Doomsday, which honestly would be kind of cool because it's almost poetic seeing Iron Man versus Thanos in a way again, rather Robert Downey Jr. versus Thanos again. But just to show how powerful he is, because Thanos was powerful as hell. But to show someone even crazier than he was, that just like puts everyone's perspective, or yeah, everyone's like visuals into perspective of like how powerful Doom is,
Mm.
and make him scarier than the scariest dude on the block originally in the Marvel universe. Because like a lot of people could argue like that was going to be Kane because of the TVA and like, oh yeah, like Infinity Stones were paperweights. I thought that was a stupid cop out. Admittedly, like they were basically like time traveling storytellers, like keeping the universe as it needed to be. I hate that. I hate time travel. I hate when people mess with time. I guess this is kind of a hot take. It's not necessarily Marvel, but I don't like the Back to the Future trilogy. Just because I don't like time travel, I feel like the Avengers and Endgame did it the best because they didn't affect their own universe, but they made it like almost pocket dimensions,
Yeah.
and Captain America went back and fixed it anyways. So like, yeah, I think they did it the best way, but I just hate time travel. And again, like I think the only real time travel that I quote unquote time travel because it's technically just different universes. Like Miguel O'Hara, he doesn't necessarily live in Peter Parker Spider Man's future, or he kind of does, but at the same time, he's in his own dimension. And same with Spider Man Noir. He's in a dimension where Peter Parker was born in the 1930s instead of modern day.
Yeah.
So it's stuff like that. Like, I don't know. I don't mind those, but actually being able to go back in time and change time is just such a cop out and in my opinion the laziest way to write stuff. It's not even interesting sometimes like the changes that happen. Like in yeah, I don't know. I hate when that stuff happens cuz it affects the characters a lot of the times in big ways
Yeah.
and it's just uninteresting. So to me at least that's just my hot take because people could probably try and convince me why time travel is cool but to me it's not so
So, I hate the internet. I hate the access to internet and comics. So, my stupid brain, my stupid thought was like, "Hey, how does Doctor Strange help Doom?" Man, I wish I would have never looked it up. Um, it says, I'm sorry, I don't mean to just be reading stuff, but it says Doctor Strange helps Doctor Doom primarily in the Secret Wars
hmm
storyline, where Strange becomes Doom's sheriff, using his magic to enforce Doom's rule over Battleworld after the multiverse collapse.
oh that
Though,
sounds so
yeah,
cool
right? And it says, though Strange eventually betrays Doom, leading to Doom's defeat and Strange's death, highlighting their complex dynamic of power, control, and temporary alliance.
honestly that would
That
make
sounds
sense
sick.
because in Doomsday as far as we know Benedict Cumberbatch or Doctor Strange has not been casted I don't think. Because, like, when they did those line of chairs, I don't think he was in there. And there hasn't been anything about Doctor Strange. So, I wouldn't be surprised.
Like if that's like the case, then like I could even give you like a Battle World enforcement and like it gives just giving me so much insight. And I feel like it's gonna like that's how the movie's gonna like be. Well, that's obviously in Secret Wars, but like I feel like we're gonna see you know Doom destroy slash recreate his own universe, and then like in Secret Wars, just like Strange is obviously working with him this whole time, but then we're gonna see Strange at the end doing something with Doom, and then Secret Wars will come out. That's what I feel
Yeah.
like is gonna happen, and I'm excited to see it. But anyways,
Admittedly,
hot
the
takes.
only thing I really want to see right now for Doomsday is Robert Downey Jr.'s Doom. Like,
Hmm.
I want to hear his voice. I want to see his suit. Like,
Oh, his suit's got to be so badass. I just know it.
I mean, if the leaked suits from from Marvel themselves in Marvel Land in both Disneyland and World, if that suit is accurate, because like I guess someone took a picture of it outside of a shop, and it showed like Spider-Man and Doom and I think the Fantastic Four or something.
Mm.
But it showed Doom, and it's a Doom suit we haven't seen before, or at least not one in comics and other films and stuff. So a lot of people are like, that's got to be like Robert Downey Jr.'s Doctor Doom, and I'm like, cool. Like, I mean, if you look at his eyes, they do kind of look like Robert Downey Jr.'s eyes, which isn't saying a lot because he's covered by a mask. But like, even still, like, if that was the case, that would be super sweet. But
I've also heard yeah, I've heard people say that this Doctor Doom is like the version of Iron Man or like um Tony Stark where he
that,
was adopted, and I'm like, I don't think that's true. I think we went over this a couple times and it's like
yeah,
debunked.
that's been debunked
Yeah.
by the Russo brothers. This
It's like
is
his
not
own thing.
Robert. I was to say, this is not Iron Man. This is not a variant of Iron Man because there was a comic where Doctor Doom switched brains with Tony Stark to make it so that way, like, he basically uses Iron Man's technology to rule the world or tried to or whatever. And then Iron Man in Doctor Doom's body does the opposite, where he uses Doom's technology and powers to basically contradict him. That's not going to happen, from what I understand. Like, the Russo brothers have come out and said specifically Robert Downey Jr. is playing Victor Von Doom. Like, not Tony Stark, not a variant of Tony Stark. He is playing the Victor Von Doom. So I think it's one of those things where it's a doppelganger effect. Like, I use this example a lot, but think about Chris Evans, Human Torch, and Captain America. He's played both, so therefore it's possible for an already existing character to have a doppelganger character. So like Human Torch from the Fox universe looks like Chris Evans Captain America in the Marvel universe. Like, yes, they're the same actor, but they're different characters.
Do you
But they
think?
exist in that universe.
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
Like, do you think that, we could see, like, they might do that where they have, like that version of Johnny as Chris Evans, and then, like, they'll show, like, Steve Rogers as Chris Evans as Steve Rogers. Do you think we'll see, like, to them in that same movie? But, like, obviously one will die off. It's gonna be Johnny. But, like, do you think, like, they'll show, like, a version of him? Or do you think it's just, like, nah, not gonna happen? Like, do you think certain actors will
I
have multiple roles as different characters?
I wouldn't be opposed to that cuz I mean even if we look back to the 2014 Fantastic Four movie, that really bad one, Michael B. Jordan
Mm-hmm.
plays Johnny in that
That
one, but
was
he also
horrible.
plays Killmonger in Black Panther.
Yeah.
So that's just a good example of like the same actor playing different characters. Like, yes, it's inconvenient for a lot of non-comic readers, sure, but I'm fine with it. I really do not care that Robert Downey Jr. is playing Victor Von Doom as long as he is Victor Von Doom. He's not Iron Man. He's not Tony Stark.
You
I
know,
also sorry, go ahead.
oh no, I was just gonna do a hot take, but
Yeah, go ahead.
okay. All right. My hot take was just like I really, 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 really hate when people will make a trailer off of a movie, but it's not like a trailer for a new movie that's gonna be released, but it's not that movie. They just take clips from other movies to make it try to look like a new movie, and I'm like, why? Like, I think Marvel's like actually Marvel or YouTube, I think has like banned something like that. I know a company has. I don't know if it's one of them, but I just really hate when people want views or likes or comments so badly that they're willing to like take copyrighted movies and try to make them into a trailer And I'm just like, stop! Like you're getting people overexcited about something
Honestly,
that's not real, and I hate it.
I I don't think that's a hot take because I feel like a lot of people would agree with you. A lot of people hate that stupid thing of like reusing
Oh well, oopsies.
clips and deleted scenes. I mean, that's not a bad thing to bring up, honestly, because I agree with you. I hate that people will reuse clips, or some people even use AI or use um, they'll use deleted scenes. So like people will think it's new footage, but it's just a scene that wasn't made in the cut of the movie and whatever. So I don't disagree with you, honestly. Like I think that's a really stupid way to get views, is to just make your own quote unquote trailer for a already existing property that's to come.
Okay.
But
So,
um
you want me to give it another
uh,
shot at another hot take, or do you got something you want to say?
well, we're out of time, but yes, I
Oh,
want to hear your last hot take because I was
okay.
actually just about to ask you that. So one last hot take.
One last hot take. Okay, this isn't Marvel related, but I'm gonna say it anyways. I
Hmm.
really, really liked the movie Underdogs. It's
Is
not
that the
it
one with the dog, like the
in a
animated
cape.
dog? And
Yeah,
yeah, I love that
I
one.
loved that movie, but it was like such an underrated movie. Granted, yeah, it's called Underdog, no pun intended. But like, um, not a lot of people liked it. Like a lot of people were like, "Ah, this movie was meh. This movie was boring. It was stupid. It was dumb. Why is the dog wearing clothes and a cape?" And I'm just like, "Cause he's a super dog. He's got
Yeah, no,
superpowers, and his owner loves him so much that he made him a suit, like an outfit. Like that's bad A. You know, that's it's really cool. And I loved how it like obviously it's CGI and it's like not real, but like how they made it seem so real and so like kind of like realistic. And I'm like, I really like that. Like they could have obviously done it so much worse and made it look so like obviously unrealistic, but they made it look so realistic, and I love that.
yeah, no,
But that's
I
just me
I
personally.
loved that movie as a kid, and honestly, yeah, it takes me back to like, because they based that movie off of the old Underdog, I think, comics and animated
Hmm.
show that my dad grew up, and it was almost like Peanuts style, like Charlie Brown
Yeah.
style stuff. So it was pretty old, but yeah, no, I remember growing up on both of those because my dad introduced me and my brother to those old movies and stuff, and we loved them to death. But yeah, honestly, I agree with you on that. If that's a hot take, I agree. Like I like that movie. I don't care what anyone else says. And mine's not a hot take, but one final thing is a lot of people have been speculating that we'll see another version of Robert Downey Jr. Kind of like what you were saying, like see actors play different characters, but they're
Mm.
at the same time. I would love to see an alt version of Iron Man, and like Pepper Potts and Peter Parker there, like they're crying, or like, and he's like, I'm not your Tony Stark, but I want you to know, like, if he was here, he'd be proud of you both, or whatever. Like, just that kind of emotional moment where he like comes in and helps stop Doom. Like, I don't want him to like save the day. I think it should be a team effort at that point, but I would love to see something like that where like a lot of people are saying the superior Iron Man, where he wears like the white armor, but he doesn't wear like a full on helmet. It's more like a headset looking thing, like where it just kind of goes over the top of his. It's almost like what Superman wears in Injustice. It's like that, like not crown, but like headgear that goes kind of over the lining of his scalp and then comes down around his chin and stuff. But it's a pretty cool design, and I wouldn't mind seeing something like that in the movie.
Oh no.
But what's up?
Oh no, I don't got nothing. I was just
Oh,
agreeing
okay.
with you.
Yeah, it's exciting, and obviously, as people could probably tell, we are excited for future Marvel. I'm excited for future anything, but honestly, like just all the Doom hype has just really got me back on track with Marvel.
Yeah,
But
this is Marvel's year for sure.
yeah, for real. So But thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed listening and or watching this. If you guys haven't already, please check out my boy Phantom Voyager on both Twitch and YouTube. His YouTube is called Griffin Shock. I don't know if you plan on changing the name or just making a whole new account yet, but we'll keep you updated.
Okay.
Well, you'll keep them updated. That's not me saying yes.
Yeah.
So, like, just in case, like, if we ever bring it up on the podcast. Please also go check out our Sense of Humor Podcast YouTube channel where we upload all previous episodes since they don't stay long on our Twitch channel here. And if you're here already, please consider following so you guys can keep up with our podcast, or I do gaming as well, and I want to do future stuff as well in the future, but yeah, so look forward to more stuff, especially more Marvel talk and other pop culture things. We're your hosts. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Peace.